Welcome to Santosha Spirit. This is the daily reading for the 21st of June 2021, and it's winter solstice here in Australia today, the shortest day. So it's a beautiful day for introspection, being the light unto yourself, having a fire, going out under the stars, sitting in deep introspection, meditation, silence today, kind of hermit energy. And we've had the sun move into Cancer, moon in Scorpio, so there's deeply emotional, intuitive, psychic energy around as well. So could really get to the root of some emotional issue. And this has sort of been a bit of a theme over the last few days about emotions and clearing up old emotional blocks. So so something could come up when you're sitting in silence and just reflecting on how far you've come since last winter solstice. What's changed, what's evolved, just appreciating how far you've come. And we've got the Salmon. I chose the Druid Animal Oracle today because I love the paganistic feel, about celebrating the winter solstice. And I just thought that Druid Animal Oracle deck spoke to me today. So we have Salmon, new life, Pisces energy, I'm hearing. Pisces energy. And Jupiter is in Pisces. It's moved, it's retrograde and it's gone back into Pisces. And I think Jupiter's trying the sun at the moment. So illumination. There's illumination here on spiritual aspects. How I'm hearing, how are you limiting your own expansion through a feeling of I'm hearing there's a limitation with this Jupiter in retrograde. There's a feeling of getting to the heart of how you place limitations on yourself and your own ability to grow in your greatest spiritual in your greatest capacity. How are you limiting yourself? And we have the Salmon here. I'm just going to briefly read it. It's all to do with wisdom, rejuvenation, and inspiration. It's a name. The Druid name is Braden. Braden is revered as extremely sacred in Druid tradition. It is the oldest animals, and it offers wisdom and inspiration. Often with great difficulty, the Salmon will return to a place of its birth to mate. To find wisdom, we need to recapitulate our lives, to journey in consciousness back to our beginnings, to our childhood, and perhaps beyond, to our very origins in God and Goddess. Braden brings not only wisdom but youthfulness and inspiration. But remember that to find these things you must maintain an attitude of openness and innocence rather than strong-headed determination. So it's being fluid, it's being open and moving, flowing like water. But it's also, that's really poignant. And what I was just saying about the winter solstice energy is just really going in to access what's going on emotionally with that moon, the moon in Scorpio and the sun in Cancer. So I have, so it's just really quiet, finding fluidity. The water element here is with Cancer and Scorpio. It's the end of a cycle, I'm hearing. End of a closing of a cycle, to do with how you're limiting yourself and the way you express your emotions. That's what I wanted to say before. I couldn't quite articulate it. So how is your emotional stories and the way you experience your emotions, the way you really feel, how is it limiting your spiritual expansion? How is it limiting you evolving and growing as a person? That's what I wanted to. Couldn't get the words out. I'm sorry. Apologize. I could feel it, but it was just bringing it out through the throat. Wasn't happening. So we have a sense of open-heartedness here with the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups. So it's being open to new love, and I'm hearing a new reverence and love for self, really understanding that before we can allow anyone to truly love us, we need to show that for ourselves. We need to really honor the divinity within ourselves. And we have the King of Wands here, so it's also being in your creative power. But I'm hearing be careful with ego involvement here. This is an inspired leader, but it's also having that balance and understanding, like it was said here, just that open, innocent energy, open-hearted energy, rather than just really strong egoic determination to get things done. So really just softening into being like water and flowing, because we have this materialistic energy of the devil, anything outside ourselves, addictions, it's the masks we wear. It's not real authenticity. It's consumerism, addiction. It's really focusing too much on the external. And right now with this winter solstice, we need to feel into the innocence of childhood and get to the heart. This came out yesterday, the Six of Hearts. Really get to the heart of what made you feel alive as a child, what brought you joy, and how you accessed your playfulness. And when you can get to that place of joy and playfulness, creative inspiration just flows. And you're no longer interested in, wasting energy and focusing on things that don't bring you long-term fulfillment, I'm hearing. Anyway, enjoy this introspective day. Happy winter solstice to everyone in the Southern Hemisphere. I love you. Bye.